I tried a totally new technique that makes resin look like satin, and you'll want to try it too. Let me show you exactly how I did it. So I started off with some plastic wrap, and I also got a shower curtain liner from the Dollar Tree. And I'm taking the shower curtain liner and I'm just cutting it into little squares. And of course, I'm making sure my surface is level. And I've watched a few videos on doing this, so I just took a few techniques. But these are the colors I'm using. I'm using some blues and purples and red and green. Those are pigment pastes and pigment dyes. And I'm mixing up my resin here. And of course, mixing the colors into the resin into separate cups. And you can use any colors you want or combine different colors. So here are my coaster molds. I have different shapes, but I'm just filling a couple with black resin, and then I have the green and the red and blue, purple, and sometimes you just have to either pour more in or tip the molds around so it gets the sides or the edges. And I'm taking my torch and just getting all the bubbles out. And now I'm taking some plastic wrap and I just lay it over the top and kind of squish it together so it makes some creases. And this is where I made a mistake because some of the coasters had too much resin in them. You want to have just enough so that when you scrunch the plastic, you can see the bottom of the molds because that's where it's really going to shine through. And I didn't know what would work better. Oh, I'm sorry. The ones I just did, those were all with the shower curtain liner. So I used shower curtain liner on one side, and then this side I'm doing plastic wrap. And I just wanted to see which one worked better. And as far as working with it, the shower curtain was a little easier to work with. And I'm just trying to scrunch it a little more. And then I had more resin left, so I used another mold. And if you've tried this before, write a comment and let me know. I'm probably using different techniques than some people may have. But if there's something that works better, I'd love to hear it. This was a really fun project for me because I was excited with how they were going to turn out. So this is the next day. Looks like they stayed in place pretty well. And this is the shower curtain liner. We're just pulling it off. Came off pretty easily. It got a little stuck in some spots. And this is the plastic wrap. That was a little harder to get off. But you can make like tighter folds with the plastic wrap. And the shower curtains were just easier overall. So I'm taking some mica powder. Actually, I forget what that stuff is called, but you know, it's pearlescent, like iridescent mica powder. And you can get it in different colors, but this is the blue one. And I'm taking a brush and just brushing it all over some of the coasters. And then that's a pearl white, just normal mica powder. And some of them went on better than the other ones. You kind of just have to test it out and see. I had a dust buster, which helped out a lot because the ones that I put way too much extra, I was able to get out all the powder. But I'm doing a red one. Gold. Like the gold didn't adhere very well. Oh, chameleon powder, that's what it's called. That stuff worked really well for this. I'm just adding white to a bunch of them because I thought it would make the colors pop. But there's my dust buster. And it really pulled up some of the color there. I mean, I suppose you could pour resin on it with loose powder, but I'm not sure if the powder would float to the top. So I'm mixing up some resin, and then I'm using some of the coasters, and I knew I wanted just to try the clear resin on top because I knew what was already there would just shine through. And then the other ones I was gonna I put colored resin like white and green. And light blue. And that was something online. I saw somebody do it that way where you do the clear resin. And then I've seen other ways where you do colored and you have it shine through the other side. So I'm just hitting it with the torch. And this is the next morning. I could barely sleep because it was so exciting. I wanted to see how they turned out. Unfortunately, on the clear one, some of the powder kind of floated to the top. But that one looked pretty cool. Of course, I have to sand the sides, and that one is my favorite. So beautiful. That was a dud. That was a dud. And that's because I had too much resin and the resin was too opaque. That one came out beautiful. You want the resin to be somewhat transparent. So it's good to use like resin dyes or inks. That way the effect can show through the resin. And these are the ones with the clear on top. And that's with the plastic wrap. They were all really different and unique. So I did end up making 5 more coasters because I knew what my mistakes were and I wanted to just try it again real quick. And I made sure to use transparent resin on one side and just do it differently. So these are them. And after this, I'm gonna have a lot of coasters, but you can just see through the resin a lot more. Oh my God, that one was so beautiful. Loved it. Actually, that one's my favorite. Perfect. And this was gold, and that came out pretty well too. So I'm just sanding them down and sanding the edges, and I sand it all the way down to a super fine sandpaper. And there they are. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned something. I thought it was a really cool technique. Comment about anything. I'd love to hear from you about anything resin art. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.